And welcome everybody to today's installment of the HTFL. I'm Big Paulie coming to you, and today we have New York, combination of Giants, Jets, Titans, Yankees, and Brooklyn Dodgers playing Tennessee in Nashville, the Tennessee Titans, the post-Houston Tennessee Titans mixture. Game will be being played in Nashville, and we will look at the weather conditions. It's 81 degrees on this September day. Light wind. No rain in the forecast. I will be controlling Tennessee as they are the home team. They won the toss and they will receive. Steve McNair, going to be quarterback for Tennessee, and Eli Manning for New York. Bill Parcells roaming the sidelines for the Giants. Jeff Fisher doing likewise for the Titans. It's Mariani back deep for Tennessee to get this game started, and he takes it from just outside the goal line, moves it out to the 25, tackled by Darnell Rivas. Setting the offense for Tennessee for you, it's Johnson and Hall, your running backs, Mason and Bennett at wide out, Wycheck at tight end, McNair at quarterback, Ross, Scott, Harding, Olson, and Runyon, your offensive line. A 1st and 10, we're going to give it to Chris Johnson. Hope he has getting away from the cop speed, trap left. 1 yard loss. Harry Carson came up to stuff him. And we'll set the New York defense for you. What a defense this is. Strahan, Gastineau, and Weinmeister are your front three. New York plays a 3-4. Taylor, Huff, Carson, and Lewis, your linebacker core. Rivas, Glenn, Patton, and Sanders, that's Spec Sanders, playing at free safety. It's now 2nd and 11. We'll go to Wycheck on a short hitch. And a sack and a fumble. Gastineau forced the fumble. He's dancing around. Ross got it back. No, that's Ruse who got it back for Tennessee. Now 3rd and 16. And now it should become dawn on the Titans what they're facing today. A very stout defense New York will be bringing. Long hitch to Derek Mason. They get good protection this time. Deflected by Rivas and incomplete. Intended for Mason, and now it's 4th and 16. Kern will go back to punt for the Titans. Kind of wearing Oilers colors. Fair caught. Oh, wait a minute. We have a development, a fumble. Recovered by Miller. Tanil fumbled the ball, but Sensabaugh got to him, and Miller got it back for Tennessee. So a reprieve here for the Titans on 1st and 10. They'll sweep it to the right with Johnson. And he's got a nice gain of 6 yards, Patton on the stop. We'll go to Wycheck on a short slant on 2nd down. They instead throw to Bennett, but Glenn drilled him, and it falls incomplete. A 3rd and 4 now. They'll go medium pass to Mason in double tight end formation. McNair scrambles, gets the first.
Encroachment, defense, number 73, 5-yard penalty.
Weinmeister got called for encroachment, but it didn't matter because the Titans got a 1st down anyway. Sweep to the right, Chris Johnson. And he gets back to the line and then some, 4 yards. That's Lewis on the stop. Mo Lewis, who played for the Jets in the late 90s, nominated to play on this great New York team. And it's going to be Mason on 2nd down on a slant. Couldn't get to it. It's now 3rd and 6. How about McNair on a draw? How about 6 points? Touchdown. Steve McNair out of Alcorn State broke all kinds of records as a college player. And he finds pay dirt, and the Titans have an early lead. Here's the point after attempt. That was by Baronis.
Offsides. Defense. 5-yard penalty.
They get Joe Klecko for defensive offsides, and that will be assessed on the kickoff. So they'll kick from the 40 with your score Tennessee 7, Giants nothing. A surprise early on, but like I said, we got a long way to go. Christie back deep for the Giants, and it's a touchback. Setting up the offense for New York for you. Barber and Snell are your running backs. Odell Beckham and Art Powell will be your wideouts. Rich Castor at tight end. Brown, Snee, Mangold, Younts, Powell, your offensive line. Eli Manning at quarterback. A 1st and 10 from the 20. And then we'll set the Titan defense. And that is caught by Castor, Rich Castor, who would go on and play for Houston. Gains 20 yards on the play. He caught 7 passes last week against New England in their win on Monday Night Football for 101 yards. Curse and Vandenbosch are the defensive ends for Tennessee as we set their defense. Hainsworth and Casey at defensive tackle. Bullock, Tullock, and Brown, sounds like a law firm, they will be your linebackers. Finnegan, Roll, Bayard, and Griffin, your defensive backs. A 1st and 10 from the 40. It's a screen to Snell, and he picks up 9 yards. Jack Russell will come into the game for New York, and he will be wearing number 16. You see him there. Looks like an old-timer. Look at him real fast out of Baylor. Also played defensive end. A lot of two-way players on these traditional teams in New York, no exception to that. 2nd and 1 from the 49. They throw to Russell, and he drops it. Bayard was in on defensive coverage. So now it's 3rd and 1 from the 49. We'll see what happens here. They give it to Snell. Snell's got the first. Of course, that was one of Joe Namath's go-to guys in Super Bowl III, pulling off what still is considered one of the great upsets of all time, as the Jets gave the AFL their first win over the Baltimore Colts, who then were the NFL champs. Of course, they would move to the AFC after the merger. 1st and 10 from the 49 of Tennessee now for the Giants. And that is Snell, who picks up 4 yards receiving. He's got 2 catches for 13 yards already. Make it now 2nd and 6 from the 45. They give to Tiki, and he loses a yard. George Sauer is going to come into the game as a 3rd wideout. 3rd and 7 play from the 46. They throw, and it's caught to Odell Beckham. Roll brought him down. Gain of 8. 1st and 10 at the 38. Castor, nice catch there for 16 yards. Bayard knocked him out of bounds. So the Giants are moving. 1st and 10 at the 23. Screen to Snell, and Snell with running room and a touchdown. Matt Snell draws the Giants close at 7-6. Here's the point after try, and it's good from Nugent. And we're tied 7-7. Mariani back deep for the Titans. Didn't see who caught that. That was Mariani indeed, but he got a nice return as the Giants tried to kick at an angle. But it turns out to backfire for the Giants as a 37-yard return brings it out to the 46. And we will go to Johnson, sweep right. That's a gain of 2 yards. Due to a lightning storm in my area, I had to suspend for a moment. Looks like we will be safe to go for a little while. 2nd and 8 at the 48. Guess it wiped out the interception.
Intentional grounding. Offense, number 9, 10-yard penalty, loss of down.
And McNair, it's called for intentional grounding. 3rd and 18. You can hear the thunder. So we're just going to go to the change of possession here and stop it. Medium fly to Mason. Incomplete. Punt the ball away. Here's Kern. And Tunnel makes the fair catch at the 7. 3:53 left to go in the game. In the first quarter, it's first to 10 for the Giants at the 7 when we resume with 3:53 left in the first quarter. Hello, everybody. Big Paulie coming to you. Due to some electrical problems we had with the thunderstorm that was nearby, a few plays on this drive the Giants had at the end of the first quarter were wiped out. So we're picking up the action a couple of minutes worth of playing time later in the game. Giants had it in Titan territory as we resume. Well, I could tell I'm going to have a lot of fun trying to edit this game. Ladies and gentlemen, we have again got hit by the weather bug here. We had a thunderstorm knock out power to my house for just a few moments. But right now we should be about ready to go. So if you'll stand by for just a moment, kind of like the sign and Andre Johnson are saying. Okay, we're back right where we left off. 2nd and inches for the Giants at the 26-yard line of Tennessee. 3:11 left opening quarter. No longer have any weather issues. Give the Ronde, and he got the first down. Bullock on the tackle for the Titans. 1st and 10 at the 26. Again to give the Barber. Barber's got close to a first down. Just short. And now it's 2nd inches at the 16. The give to Beckham, and Beckham's got a first down at the 5. Tackled by a Roll. Can the Giants punch it in? They do. Touchdown. No, I take it back. They were looking for Castor, and Byard got a hand on it at the last moment. It's now 2nd and goal from the 5. And incomplete. Powell was the intended receiver, and Finnegan got there to knock it down. 3rd and goal from the 5 now. And that's a touchdown. Finally, Castor got one a couple plays after I thought he had gotten one. And it's 13-7 Giants. Here's the point after, and it's good. And that makes the score the Giants 14 and Tennessee 7. And Mariani will be back deep for the Titans. As his first quarter winds down, he catches it at about the 4, moves it out to the 30. Manning off to a good start, 9 out of 14, 103 yards and 2 touchdowns. It'll be 1st and 10 for Tennessee. Sweep to the right, Chris Johnson. And Johnson has himself 6 yards, and that's the end of the quarter. Only took 4 takes. 14-7 Giants. We'll go to Wycheck on a medium cross to start the 2nd. Looking for him, incomplete, but a marker down.
Pass interference, defense. Number 20, 10-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Here's Patton. It's called for PI, and that moves the Titans up to the 46. I think they would have trouble with this stout New York defense, but they've been doing good so far. Short pass to Chris Johnson. That's caught, and that's good for 9. Harry Carson made the tackle. It's now 2nd and 1 from the 45. We're going to go for it here. We're going to go a long play action pass and look for Derek Mason. A fumble, and McNair got it back. It was his own fumble, recovered. And a loss of a yard. 3rd and 2 from the 46. We'll go to right on a short hitch. Incomplete,
Holding,
but
offense. Number 73, 10-yard penalty.
wouldn't have counted anyway. That is not the Jake Scott. It is a Jake Scott, but not The Jake Scott that is pictured there. That is Jake Scott, who was a defensive back for Miami. Sorry about that, folks. 4th and 2, and it's at the 46, so that'd be too far away to kick a field goal. We'll go with a punt with Kern, one of the best punters in the league at the present day. Tannell had it at the 11, hemmed in after a 2-yard return. Odom on the stop, and the Giants will start from the 13. 1st and 10 with 13:12 left to halftime. Incomplete. Beckham was the intended receiver, Odell Beckham Jr., who now plays for the Cleveland Browns. It's now a 2nd and 10 from the 13. Give us to Barber. Barber picks up 3. Tulloch on the stump. 3rd and 7 from the 16 now. Gain of 11 yards to George Sauer. And that moves it out to the 27. A 1st and 10 for the Giants from there. They give it to Snell. Snell picks up 2 yards. And the Giants keep the ball moving. 2nd and 8 from the 29. Pass is incomplete.
Holding offense. Number 79, 10-yard penalty.
Powell gets called for holding. And now it is 2nd and 18 from the 19. Screen to Barber, and Barber has running room, but there is another marker down.
Offsides. Defense. Number 93, 5-yard penalty.
He declined, and that makes it 3rd and 4. Ball to 33. Manning this time to Powell, and he picks up 11 yards. That is Art Powell, who had 2 catches against New England last week. Ball to 44, 1st and 10. Giants trying to put a little distance between themselves and the Titans here. Pass was not caught. Threw it to Barber on that throw, and it's now 2nd and 10 from the 44. Incomplete pass. Oh, might have been caught.
Ruling on the field is confirmed. Incomplete. A timeout will be charged.
Giants went for a challenge. They used up their one challenge of the game. It was not overturned, so it cost the Giants a timeout and their sole challenge. In HTFL play, you could challenge any play that is not a turnover or a score. But you get only one such challenge during the course of the game. 3rd and 10 from the 44. Manning looking. Incomplete. They're looking for a long crossing play there, and it's 4th and 10, so the Giants will punt from their 44. Younts with a nice coffin corner punt down to the 1.
Defense. 5-yard penalty.
Lerner was called for offside, but I'm sure the Giants will let that play stand, and the Giants pin him at the 1. In fact, we're going to put McNair in a dive. Just try to get some running room. And he's got a nice gain of 15 yards before Sam Huff could bring him down. And it's 1st and 10 at the 16. Short pass to Hall. And he's got it. 3 yards. Now a 2nd and 7. We'll go wide check, and we will go with a slant. McNair runs with it again, and he's got plenty of running room, 26 yards, and a 1st down. Steve McNair can run out of the pocket. He did it on a Sunday night game against Tampa Bay that I remember from the late 90s, where he just broke the back of the Bucs just running the ball. So McNair should not be afraid of running it. Sweep to the right with Chris Johnson. And he's got a nice gain if it stands.
Offsides. Defense. Number 73, 5-yard penalty.
And the bottom line is it will stand, as Weinmeister got called for offsides. 14-7 your score. 7:01 left to half. We'll go Johnson, trap right. Nothing there. Huff on the stop. will go to right, medium fly. Incomplete pass. It's now 3rd and 11 from the 45. We'll go Bennett, medium slant. McNair is going to run again and only picks up 3 this time before Lawrence Taylor makes the sack. 59-yard field goal attempt from here will be too long. We're going to pooch it with Kern. And Kern nails him down to the 8. Tennell made a fair catch. 5:24 left to halftime now. Still 14-7 Giants. 1st and 10. Manning to Castor for 8 yards. Byard on the stop. 2nd and 2 from the 16. And that is Snell, who picks up 5 yards. 1st and 10 from the 21. Give to Snell again, 4 more yards. Billick on the stop. 2nd and 6. And that is caught by Castor for 15. 1st and 10 from the 40 now. That is complete to Odell Beckham Jr. for 14 yards. And Roll made the tackle. 2:26 left at halftime. Giants should be able to get another play in before the 2-minute timeout. And it's to Barber, and he gets 6. 2-minute warning time. It's 14-7 New York. 2nd and 4 from the Titans 40 now. Marker down.
False start. Offense, number 13, 5-yard penalty.
That's Odell Beckham. And that's 5 yards. So it's 2nd and 9 now from the 45. Little dump pass to Barber, and he gets 8 of those 9 yards. Making it now 3rd and 1 from the 37. That's completed to Russell. Tulloch knocks him out of bounds after a 9-yard pickup. 1st and 10 now at the 28. Incomplete. Byard was all over it on defense. Nice drive going for the Giants. 9 plays, 64 yards. They've used up 3:52 on the clock. 2nd and 10 at the 28. Manning. Incomplete.
Intentional grounding. Offense, number 10, 10-yard penalty, loss of down.
Okay, so it's 3rd and 20 now, and that might knock him out of field goal range. Ball the Titan 38. This time it's caught, 8 yards to Castor. That moves it to the 30. They'll try a 47-yard field goal here. This is Nugent, who kicked the ball like Ted Nugent. No good. And the Titans take over at their 37, trailing 14-7. They have all 3 timeouts to their disposal. And they might have to use one right here after this hitch to Derek Mason. And it's caught, 11 yards. And they will bang that timeout with 1:09 to go. How about Wycheck on a short out? Nope, not there, but a marker.
Pass interference, defense, number 20, automatic, 1st down.
That moves it to the 46 of the Giants. We'll show a base formation, but we're going to go long. And we're going to go to Mason again. And it's caught. 1st down, 19 yards. Rivas on the stop. And Tennessee's going to call another timeout. That leaves them with 1. How about Hall on a short pass? Incompleted. Nearly picked off by Sam Huff in his violent world. 2nd and 10. We'll go wide check, medium hitch. A sack by Joe Klecko for 4 yards. They'll get back to the line in a hurry here, and they will go medium pass, plus route. Quarterback must pass, and we'll give it to Frank Wycheck. Not there, incomplete with 33 seconds to go. Be a 48-yard field goal here. and it would be what 48% chance of being successful. We'll try it anyway. Here's Baronis from 48, and it's good. With 29 seconds to go in the half, it is 14-10 New York. Christie back deep, but we're going to kick it at an angle. Christie will catch it anyway, and he runs it out to the
Holding,
24.
receiving team.
Rivas gets called for holding, so the Giants set up shop at their own 11. I don't expect anything big from them here. They give to Barber. Barber gets 9 yards, takes it out to the 20, and that should be the first half, and it is. Your score at halftime, the Giants 14, Tennessee 10. And we're ready to start the second half of play. Big Paulie coming to you on this stormy night here in Florida. But in the virtual area of Nashville, Tennessee, it's 14-10, Giants over the Titans. Eli Manning had a big game. We had Peyton Manning on the game that appeared last that I did yesterday, Cincinnati, Indianapolis. Eli, 18 out of 29 for 201 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first half. McNair, 4 out of 13 for 42, but he did well on the ground. Giants are 11 for 50 rushing the ball. The Titans 14 for 88. Each team has had 1 turnover in this game. Takes it at the goal line, moves it out to
Illegal block.
the 29.
Receiving team, 10-yard penalty.
But a penalty on the kickoff, and the Giants will start from their own 10. First and 10. That's to Barber, 9-yard hitch play. He's got 4 catches for 39 yards. And Eli Manning continuing to have a great day, 19 out of 30. Second and 1 from the 19. Another throw, but this time incomplete. Snell drops it. Third and 1 from the 19. Now will the Giants pick up this yard? How about they don't? As Hainsworth brought him down just before the sticks. And the Giants will have to punt the ball away. Here's Younts back deep. Oh, he's got a cannon of a leg, too, 56 yards. Mariani had to signal for a fair catch, didn't want to risk running it. And the Titans will now start from their own 24. Titans have done one thing well, and that's run the ball in the first half. So we'll go Chris Johnson, sweep right. That's a 9-yard gain. Against the Colts, Johnson ran for 129 yards. So far today, he has 39. Second and 1. So why not go long and look for Derek Mason? And it's caught. And he has himself another 18 yards. And Mason favoring his back, but they wave off the trainers. He's going to stay in. Ball the 49 of the Giants for a first and 10 play. We'll go trap right, Chris Johnson. And nothing gained there as Sam Huff came up to make the stop. We'll go to Hall on a screen pass. Second down. And that's good for 10 yards. They get the first. And move it to the Giant 39. We'll go McNair. Sweep right. And McNair is stuffed for 3 yards. He stepped out at the 42 as the Giants brought a blitz. That was the last thing Tennessee was expecting. We'll go wide check, medium slant on second and 13. He's back, he's looking. And Lawrence Taylor with the sack. LT introduces himself to Mr. McNair, and it's 3rd and 21 from the 50. Titans may have to go long here. Plus route. And even still, it's not going to be an easy thing. Mason. McNair scrambles, but Gastineau comes up to stop him for only a 1-yard gain. Ball to 49, so Kern's going to come in. He's going to try to shoehorn the ball in close to the goal line from the 49. Sideline punt, and it'll roll to the 8 and go out of bounds there. 8:07 left third quarter, 14-10 Giants. First and 10 from there. Give us to Barber. Barber with 4 yards. Vandenbosch on the tackle. Moves it out to the 12. Second and 6. He said. Incomplete. Odell Beckham Jr., the intended receiver. And it's now third and 6. That's not caught.
Pass
but
interference. Defense. Number 22. Automatic. First down.
There was a reason why it wasn't caught. Roll provided pass interference. So it's first and 10 from the 21. Manning. A little dump off to Snell. And that's good for 11 yards on the check down. First and 10 at the 32. Give to Barber. Barber's got a lot of running room, and that's 13 yards. Byard on the stop. First and 10 at the 45. And that is Snell, who picks up 5 yards. Second and 5 from the 50 now. To Snell, and Snell with a loss of 2 yards in the flat. Tulloch made the stop. Third and 7 now for the Giants, but a marker.
False start. Offense. Number 10. 5-yard penalty. Repeat. Third down.
And they get Eli Manning for a false start. Third and 12 now. They give to Beckham. Beckham's got the first down,
Holding. Offense. Number 60. 10-yard penalty.
They'll take the penalty and make it third and 22. A fumble.
Holding. Offense. Number 76. 10-yard penalty.
A fumble recovered by the Giants. There was also a holding penalty on Chris Snee, which will be declined. And finally, after all of that, the Titans are going to get the ball back, barring a turnover on 4th and 29. Yount's back for the punt. And another good one. Oh, he's got a hell of a leg, 54 yards on that punt. And he was punting with the wind, but still, this guy's got a cannon of a leg. Wouldn't mind having him on any team that you could use on this historical set of Action PC 2020 Dave Koch Sports. Action PC football is the game we use. And it's a sweep right to Chris Johnson on first and 10. And Johnson had a little trouble getting steam, but was finally shoved out by Lewis after a 2-yard gain. 3:59 to go in the third quarter. Second and 8. We'll go to a wide check. Short out this time. Not there. Incomplete. McNair having a terrible day throwing. 6 out of 16 for 70 yards. Rushing the ball, he has had 8 carries for 56 yards. A 7-yard clip. Ball to 22. Third down and 6. And we will go to right on a medium fly. And it's caught by Wright, number 13. And it's a first down for the Titans. They'll go double tight end this time and give it to Chris Johnson on the pitch left. And Johnson picks up 2. Carson on the tackle. As we move closely now to the end of the third quarter, we'll go to Mason, short slant. Looking for 85, and it's not there. Ruse is going to come out of the game, and that will bring Stewart in. Ruse's return is probable. Stewart out of Mississippi State. You see him there in the upper left of your screen. Now, third and 8 from the 36. What do you do if you're the Titans? Well, you go to a reliable figure in Frank Wycheck. About a 50-50 chance he'll catch this. And he does. And it's good for 13. Back to Johnson on a sweep right. And Johnson's got himself 4 more yards. He's up to 47 on the day. Barber has been held to just 55. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47. We'll go Bennett. We'll go short out. It's there. And it's a pickup of 8 for a first down. Glenn got to him. That moves the ball to the 39, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Your score still 14-10 as we had no scoring in this third quarter. Back to start the fourth quarter now. We will go to Johnson. Off tackle right. And Gastineau got the tackle after a 4-yard gain. 2nd down and 6. Here's Wright on a medium fly. Giants are blitzing. Watch out. Not there. Tipped by Huff. Intended for Wright, but it falls incomplete. We'll go wide check, and we will go short hitch. Incomplete pass,
Offsetting
but
penalties. Repeat. Third down.
we'll try it again. How about a plus route? Mason on a slant. Incomplete. Runyon was hurt. Undisclosed injury. His return is probable. So the line now is Ruse, Scott, Hartwig, Olson, Stewart. 4th and 6 from the 35. Titans have the wind with them, so they're going to try a long field goal. Here is Baronis from 52. And it's no good. Had a better than 50-50 chance of making the field goal, but it falls to the left. And the Giants will start from their own 42, a 1st and 10. Titans got to hope they can hold them to a field goal here. Barber straight up the middle, and he gets 15. Finnegan made the stop. Cortland Finnegan. See him there out of Sanford. Famously got into a fight with Andre Johnson during a Titans-Texans game. 1st and 10, ball to 43. And that gives to Matt Snell, and he's got 14 more yards. So the Giants finding their running legs. They're up to 17 carries as a team for 102 yards. 1st and 10 from the 29. Incomplete pass. That was Manning to Snell. And he couldn't find him. 2nd and 10. Snell up the middle. 6 yards before Cortland Finnegan can bring him down. 3rd and 4 from the 23. That's a first down. Screen to Barber works for 11 yards. Barber now 11 for 70 rushing. 5 catches for 50 yards receiving. Ball to 12, 1st and 10. Caught and a touchdown. Castor. Rich Castor. The New York Jet catches a pass from the New York Giant. And it's about to be 21-10 here with the extra point being good, and it is. Nugent puts it through. 21-10. Mariani back deep for the Titans. He will take it and run with it. And he's got it out to
Illegal
the 28.
block. Receiving team.
But that's going to come back on an illegal block. And the Titans will have to start from their 13. And I think they're going to do a lot of throwing here. Medium out to Mason on 1st and 10. Not there, incomplete. And McNair now 9 out of 23. Medium slant to Bennett. McNair's going to run, and he gets 5. We'll go to Johnson out of the backfield on a screen in 3 wide receiver mode. It's a completed pass, but it's short. So now 4th and 2 with 9:25 to go. The Titans will have no choice but to punt. Here's Kern back deep. Good punt by Kern of 55 yards. Tennell returns at 5 to the 29 of New York. 1st and 10 from there. Touchdown here would be a backbreaker. Incomplete passes. Manning was looking for Barber. 2nd and 10. 8:37 to go. Looking for Beckham. But Roll with a good hit. Looked like Beckham had a grasp of the ball, but Roll just knocked it out. And it's 3rd and 10 now at the 29. That's redemption for Beckham. Sauer was hurt, but he'll stay in the game. Roll drilled him on that play, but that time Beckham was equal to the task. 1st and 10 at the 43. And that's a pick. Roll with the interception, so Roll winds up getting the last laugh, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 40. And the Titans are going to take over with 7:40 to go. They need some scores. Play action, bomb play to Mason. We're going to go for it all right here. Long pass. Caught! Rivas on this tackle, but it's good for 41. So this game could change around real fast. Drew Brennett, medium fly. It's caught. 10 yards, but just short of the first. Titans are going to use their challenge.
Ruling on the field is confirmed. A timeout will be charged.
And the Titans use their challenge, but to no avail. They did not get that call overturned. 2nd and inches from the 9. Will go Chris Johnson, trap right. Hope he breaks it. Gained a little bit, and that little bit was good enough for the first. We'll go Hall on a dive and give Johnson a breather. He just gets back to the line, and that's all. How about Bennett, short slant? And they're looking, and it's picked off. Mo Lewis on the interception at the 5. Lost the yard on the interception return, and the Giants start from their 4. McNair's woes continue throwing the ball, 12 of 27, 157 yards and an interception. 1st and 10 from the 4.
Offsides. Defense. Number 93, 5-yard penalty.
Curse gets called for offsides. 1st and 5 now. Here's Barber, no gain. 4:56 to go. 2nd and 5. They give it to Barber again. No gain there. 3rd and 5. Manning completed to Sauer, and that's 16 yards. 3:23 to go. Titans got to start thinking about using their timeouts here. Manning. That's caught by Powell for 13. And yeah, the Titans are going to use a timeout here with 2:35 to go. It's getting desperate now. They need 2 scores, and they don't have a lot of time to do it. 1st and 10 from the 38. They give the Barber back to the line. Titans are going to use a timeout. They have none left because they used the timeout on a challenge. So only a 2-minute warning could stop the clock now, and then after that, the Giants can run the full 40 seconds if they want to. 2nd and 10 from the 38. And that's Beckham, good for 6. Manning now 27 of 44 for 291. He's thrown 1 interception and 3 touchdowns. They'll go to the 2-minute warning. It's 21-10, New York. 3rd and 4. Giants play it smart. They could chew up a lot of clock. They are going to play it smart and give it to Barber. No gain.
Holding. Offense. Number 83, 10-yard penalty.
But they get called for holding, which the Titans will decline. So they get a free timeout there with 1:53 to go. They're going to go for the block here. But Younce with the punt, it's going to land inside the 15. We'll return it. Need some sort of break here. And Van Pelt got to Mariani after a 1-yard return. Brad Van Pelt played on the Giants in those 70s teams. So it's 1:46 to go for the Titans, and they really have to try to optimize the clock as much as they can. Medium out to Kendall Wright. McNair's going to scramble, and that's not good. 1-yard gain. They will go hurry up. They'll go to Britt, and they will go short out. He's got it for 3 yards. But a lot of time went off the clock. A minute 18, medium out to Kendall Wright again. They dump it off to Johnson, no gain. Got out of bounds to stop the clock on 4th and 6. We'll go a long out to Wright. And this doesn't work. The game's over for all intents and purposes. Not there. Giants take over, and that's going to do it. Manning takes one knee, takes two knees, and that's your game. Your final score, the Giants 21, the Tennessee Titans 10. Manning had a big day, 27 of 44 for 291 yards, one interception, three touchdowns. McNair, not so good, 14 out of 30, but he did rush it 10 times for 62 yards. And that's going to be it. 21-10, New York. New York goes to 2-0 on the year. They will lead the Upper East Division as Philadelphia can only win and go to 1-1. Tennessee in the Upper South with the loss. Carolina will have first place at the end of the week with Atlanta's game with Las Vegas still pending. Tennessee and Indianapolis will be tied 1-1, and the best Atlanta can do is go 1-1. Taking a look at our next few games. Our next game, in fact, it'll be the last three games of Week 2. Minnesota will travel to the Superdome and play New Orleans. Atlanta and Las Vegas in an unplugged game where I will do minimal commentary. And the Monday night game this week will be Los Angeles and Philadelphia. The Rams, which will be a combination of Rams, former Raiders who played in LA, former Chargers that played in LA, and the LA Dons, will be playing the Philadelphia Eagles. So I hope you enjoyed today's game. I'll have a hell of a time editing it, that's for sure. Anyway, we hope you're well. We hope you're feeling well. We hope you're doing well. Whenever you see this and wherever you are, I wish you all well and God bless, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye bye for now, everybody.